Welcome back, children, as we are going through the question answers of chapter 4, that is pressure in fluids and atmospheric pressure. So few more questions we will try to understand in this video. Let's see. After that I will explain your numericals. So this is the question. Name the physical quantity which is expressed in the unit atm. State its value in Pascal. And we know that at the sea level, when temperature and pressure is normal, the barometric height is 0.76 meter of Hg. Therefore, 1 atm, that is 1 atmospheric pressure, is equals to 0.76 meter of Hg, and that is equals to 1.013 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. This is the value. I have explained about this thing in the video. If you want to know something more about it, please go through that video. Now, next question. We do not feel uneasy even under the enormous pressure of atmospheric, that is atmospheric pressure above as well as around us. Give a reason why we are not feeling uncomfortable if so much atmospheric pressure is applied on our body. Already I have explained in my one video where you have seen I have explained about one value of 1 Pascal. There I have explained about this thing, and I think that video I have made for standard 8. Okay, so see the answer. We do not feel uneasy under enormous pressure of the atmosphere above as well as around us because of the pressure of our blood, known as blood pressure, is slightly more than the atmospheric pressure. Thus our blood pressure balances the atmospheric pressure. Try to understand, children. See, if it is our body, okay, this is our skin. Okay, this is our skin, and there is so much pressure applied on it. This is body, and so much pressure is applied here. So what happened? It will feel pressure, but from bottom side, if the more pressure is applied, equal or more than upper pressure, which is working downward, from top atmospheric pressure is working, and from below blood pressure is working. So it is balanced, and we are not feeling so much pressure. Okay. Next question. Explain the following. First, or this question may come like that, give reason why a balloon collapses when air is removed from it. What is the reason? When air is removed from the balloon, that is inflated balloon, the pressure inside the balloon, which was due to air in it, is much less than the atmospheric pressure outside, and hence the balloon collapses. Even during birthday celebration, you have you can do this activity when you are bursting the balloon, inflated balloon. You can see the demo of this question. Water does not run out of a dropper unless its rubber bulb is pressed. You just do one thing with the help of dropper. You fill it with any liquid or with ink. You just fill that dropper or any medicine, and you just hold it. No need to press it, that rubber part, no need to press it. You will see that nothing is why the liquid is not falling from the dropper. That is our question. So we are going to know about that. Water is held inside the dropper against the atmospheric pressure because the pressure due to height column of liquid inside the dropper is less than the atmospheric pressure. By pressing the dropper, we increase the pressure inside the dropper, and when it becomes greater than the atmospheric pressure, the liquid comes out of the dropper. See, this is the shape of the generally you have seen that we are giving medicine to the small kids with this type of dropper, isn't it? So when we fill medicine in it, you just think we have filled it by sucking. Okay, now it is filled, and if we are holding from here, you will see that not a single drop is falling until and unless you will press this rubber part. Then only, because of so much pressure increase inside the tube, then only it comes out. When the pressure inside the tube will become more as compared to the outside pressure, that is atmospheric pressure, then only it will come out. Okay, so that is the thing we have written here. Now 2 holes are made in a completely filled sealed tin can to take out oil from it. Why 2 holes are made? I think I have explained. Yeah, I have explained. in one video that you have seen the container of oil. If it is made up of tin, completely sealed, we can't draw liquid oil from it properly if single hole is there. Just opposite, in perpendicular distance, we have to make one more hole which is smaller in size, then only the water comes out or liquid comes out from it, or the oil comes from it. Why it happens, we are going to learn about that. For this, please go through the video also, which is made by me or by any other person also, you can see. As we know that if a can is filled with any liquid, then there must not be air inside it. You just think I'm having a container, it is completely filled with a liquid, okay, it means there is absence of air. Then what? When a single hole is made to drain out the oil from the can, some of the oil will come out for a second, and due to that the volume of the air above the oil will increase, and hence the pressure of air will decreases. But if two holes are made on the top cover of the can, air outside the can will enter it through the hole and exert atmospheric pressure on the oil from inside, along with the pressure due to oil column, and it will come out of the can from the other hole. See children, see, this is the can. I have tilted it, okay, I made one hole here and then I tilted it. What happened? For a second, few drops of liquid or oil came out, but that quickly air enter inside it. Then what happened? Because of the air pressure, the liquid can't come out. That's why we are making another hole, so that when we tilt any container, then what will happen? Air will enter from this side, which will create pressure, air pressure, and it pushes the liquid, and because of the pressure it will comes out from the another hole. So same thing I have written here, so if you want you may copy from here. What is meant by the statement the atmospheric pressure at a place is 76 centimeter of Hg? What does it mean? State its value in Pascal. Already we have explained in first question. The atmospheric pressure at a place is 76 centimeter of Hg. It means at normal temperature and pressure, the height of the mercury column supported by atmospheric pressure is 76 centimeter. Try to understand. If we are at any place and we are having a barometer, okay, this is the trough in which mercury is filled, and we are having the barometer, okay. Now what we can see that here the upper level is near about 76. It means the air pressure or atmospheric pressure applied on the free surface of the liquid, that is the free surface of the mercury which is in this trough, this atmospheric pressure and inside it the pressure both are same. That's why this data indicates that this is equal to the outside pressure, and this outside pressure is created by atmospheric pressure. So if we can read that it is 76 centimeter, it means that is the atmospheric pressure of the atmosphere of that place. If we are reading at 80 centimeter of Hg, it means that at that place atmospheric pressure is 80 centimeter. Okay, now next question. How will you show that there is vacuum above the surface of mercury in a barometer? What name is given to this vacuum? See children, if you are having any barometer, what you want to know, the question is that how we can say that this place is vacuum. Okay, how you will understand? For that, you do one thing, you fill the tube completely, take out this tube, fill this tube completely with mercury up to the brim, you fill it, and then immerse inside the trough which contain mercury, and try to maintain one thing, that not a single air bubble can enter inside it. Then what you will see that again the mercury will fall down up to this level, okay, and the level of mercury will increase in this container in trough, but in tube it is again back to its place. It means this place is vacant, not any, because we haven't given chance air bubbles to enter inside. It means what? Because of air pressure again it is at this place. Then what about this place? Because we haven't given chance air to enter inside it. So what is the thing here? Nothing. It is vacuum. Okay. So let's see what I have written. In a barometric tube, the space above mercury is a vacuum. This empty space is called Torricellian vacuum. Already I have explained you in my one video. This is the name of the scientist, Torricellian. First of all, he has explained us about the atmospheric pressure. So in his respect, in his honor, this name is given. Okay, so this vacuum is named as what? Torricellian vacuum. This can be shown by tilting the tube till the mercury fills the tube completely. Again, when the mercury column becomes stationary, the empty space is created above the mercury column. If somehow air enters into the empty space or a drop of water gets into the tube, it will immediately vaporize and the air will exert pressure on mercury column, due to which the barometric height will decrease. If by mistake any air bubble or water droplets enter inside the mercury, then maybe little bit fall in the barometric height. But yes, that place will be vacuum on the top in the barometric tube, and that is named as what? Torricellian vacuum. Okay children. Now our next question is, how is the barometric height of a simple barometer affected if its tube is pushed down into the trough of mercury? Our question says that, okay, we understood that at sea level barometric height is what? It is 76 centimeter. We got that. But what happen if we will push this tube inside? We will try to press so that the tube will go inside the trough. Then what will happen? To what? To the height of this mercury column. We will try to understand. The barometric height remains unaffected. Reading of scale must, you just write down the answer only first line only. Okay. But why I have written this thing? Just for the explanation why this happened. Answer is only first line. For explanation you can mention this thing also. I said that if we will push the tube down into the trough, then what will be the change in the barometric height? Children, try to understand. See, what I am going to do, I have taken a container. My barometric tube is here. Okay, this is the trough. What I did, I have pressed it. Okay, when I pressed it, then what happened? It goes inside. Is it? Then you must see that there must be rise in the mercury level, but when you will read this reading which touches the free surface of mercury in this straw, and this level inside, that is the free surface inside the tube of the mercury, and when you will subtract this value and this value, final value and initial value, again you will see that is again 76 centimeter. It means there is no change in barometric height. You got that? I hope so. You must understood. Now next condition is, what happen if its tube is slightly tilted from vertical? What happen when we will tilt the tube? Earlier the tube was vertical. If we will tilt, then what will happen? Again the height will same. The barometric height remains same. The explanation is given in book also. And third condition, a drop of liquid is inserted inside the tube. What happen if with mercury a drop of any other liquid, maybe water, milk, wine, anything is inserted inside the tube, then what will happen? Barometric height will decrease because of the presence of that liquid, because it will vaporize and its vapor will create a pressure inside the tube, so it will affect the barometric height. So in this condition barometric height will decrease. Now next question, mention two demerits of a simple barometer and state how they are removed in 14 barometer. If you will see my that video in which I have explained about 14 barometer, there also I have explained these two reasons, and here also I have written so that you may note down. First reason, what are the demerits? In that video also I have started why there is need to make another barometers if simple barometer are already exist. Then I have explained there also. See, the first reason, in a simple barometer there is no production for the glass tube, but in 14th barometer this defect has been removed by enclosing the glass tube in a brass case. If you have seen my video, I hope answer is clear to you. In a simple barometer, a scale cannot be fixed with the tube to measure the atmospheric pressure, but Fortin's barometer is provided with the vernier caliper to measure the accurate reading, as well as main scale is also there, vernier scale is also there. So these are the two demerits, because of that Fortin's barometer were discovered. Now next question, state two advantages of Android barometer over a simple barometer. Okay, so as I told you in my that video where I have I think in the same video is there, in continuity I have made with Fortin barometer, I have made the Android barometer also. There I have explained you that simple barometer and Fortin barometer, these both are that type of barometer which contains liquid, but Android barometer does not contain any liquid. Okay, so what is the quality, how it is best as compared to rest two? Let's see. Android barometer has no liquid and it is portable. We can easily carry it from one place to another place. It is calibrated to read directly the atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is read, not real. Directly we can read the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so that's why it is the best barometer. Now next question, state two factors which affect the atmospheric pressure as we go up. First thing is height of air column, second is density of air. Next question, why does a fountain pen leak at a high altitude? Or this question, why does nose start bleeding on high mountains? Reason are same. Let's see what is the reason. A fountain pen filled with ink contains same air at a pressure equal to atmospheric pressure on Earth's surface. When pen is taken to an altitude, atmospheric pressure is low, so the excess pressure inside the rubber tube forces the ink to leak out. Okay. Similarly here, why does nose start bleeding on high mountains? On mountains, the atmospheric pressure is quite low. As such, nose bleeding may occur due to excess pressure of blood over the atmospheric pressure. As I told you, see, in nose the blood vessels, capillaries are very soft and blood pressure is high as compared to the atmospheric pressure. That's why it burst and we can see that nose bleeding is going on. What do the following indicates in a barometer regarding weather? If you will see gradual fall in the mercury level, means slowly you will see that there is fall in mercury level. What it indicates according to the weather? It indicates that the moisture is increasing, that is there is possibility of rain. Okay, in this way barometer help us to say about the weather. Next thing, if you will see sudden fall in mercury level, then what will happen? What we can think, it indicates that the coming of storm or cyclone. Sudden fall means cyclone or storm is coming, and gradual fall means what? There is chances of rain. Now gradual rise in mercury, you will see slowly there is increase in level. It indicates that the moisture is decreasing, that is it indicates dry weather. Okay, so here we will end this chapter, children. After this I will send few numericals and then we'll go to new chapter. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.